Here we go. Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. It's good to see so many faces out there. Let's put smiles on them, huh? There you go. Let's begin with our invocation and pledges. Roger?
Please rise if you're able. Lord, as we gather tonight, let us pause to reflect on the first week of the new school year. We are grateful for the safe start to this year, and we give thanks to our SW Police Department for protecting and helping our community so that our students and families arrive and leave safely each day. We also recognize our bus drivers, who are the first and last faces many of our students see each day. Their kindness and dedication help our children begin and end their school day on a positive note. We also give thanks for our child nutrition department, who has already served thousands of meals this first week, nourishing not only our students, but in some cases their families as well. Their work strengthens both the body and spirit and ensures that no child learns on an empty stomach. May this first week be a reminder of the teamwork and dedication that make our district strong, and may tonight's meeting be guided with wisdom and unity as we continue working for the success of every student. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Roger. Okay, recognitions.
Yes.
Dr. Ball?
We have some amazing recognitions today, and Jenny is going to lead us in those recognitions, and we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. We're going to actually come over here for the recognitions. We have a beautiful backdrop that we're going to.
So first off, we have a couple athletic recognitions. On behalf of Southwest ISD Athletics Department, it is with great pride and deep appreciation that we present the Special Olympics Unified Red Ball to the Southwest ISD School Board. This red ball, awarded by the South Texas Special Olympics Association, is more than just a symbol of athletic achievement. It represents unity, inclusion, and the power of sport to bring people of all abilities together. It represents our district's commitment to creating a school environment where every student is valued, supported, and given the opportunity to shine on and off the field. The athletics department would like to thank the school board for its continued support of inclusive programs and unified sports initiatives across our campuses. Without the board's leadership and encouragement, meaningful opportunities like these would not be possible. Our Southwest ISD Athletics Department is also proud to announce that our district is one of only 19 in Texas to receive the Texas Way District of Distinction Award. This honor, presented by the Texas High School Coaches Association, Athletic Directors Association, UIL, and Two Words Character Development, celebrates schools that embody the core values of the Texas Way: respect for others, control of self, and spirit of competition. This recognition reflects our commitment to building student athletes of character who compete with integrity and honor. We thank our school board for their leadership and support, and we are honored to present a commemorative banner as a symbol of our shared values and dedication to developing not only champions, but leaders in life. Tonight, we are also proud to recognize the campuses and staff who earned distinctions in the latest TEA accountability ratings. These achievements represent the dedication, growth, and hard work of both our students and staff across our district. When I call your campus, will the principal please come forward? Sun Valley Elementary, Principal Monique Lauda. Sun Valley received 2 distinctions: comparative academic growth and comparative closing the gaps. Indian Creek Elementary received 1 distinction. Principal Riojas, please come forward. The distinction they were recognized for were comparative academic growth. No? Okay. Hidden Cove STEAM Academy, they received 2 distinctions, reading and comparative closing the gaps. Big Country Elementary received 4 distinctions, academic achievement in math, comparative academic growth, post-secondary readiness, and comparative closing the gaps. Principal Selena Paloma Scott, please come forward.
A-rated campus.
McNair Middle School also received 4 distinctions, academic achievement in social studies, comparative academic growth, post-secondary readiness, and comparative closing the gaps. Principal Jonathan Cruz, please come forward.
Thank you. Awesome. He says he's gonna get all 7 next year.
I'm going to go back to Indian Creek, who received 1 distinction, comparative academic growth. Principal Richard Rios, please come forward.
Very proud of you.
Scobie Middle School received 2 distinction, post-secondary readiness, and comparative closing the gaps. Principal Alexandra Morales, please come forward.
So proud of everybody. Congratulations.
Southwest High School received 1 distinction, comparative closing the gaps. Principal Amanda Wagner, please come forward.
Congratulations.
And Castem High School received 2 distinctions, comparative academic growth and secondary readiness. We would also like to recognize the Division of Curriculum and Instruction for earning a 5-point overall increase in the official TEA district ratings for the 24-25 school year, going from a 72 to a 77. We are knocking on that B.
So I asked the curriculum team to come up because our curriculum team is small but mighty. So I feel like them all come up. 1,900 students, and when you see all these staff members that we have, it's not enough, but y'all do a tremendous job, and it's a heavy lift, and every year you've been making some tremendous progress. Delina, where are you? Perfect. Perfect. So truly, on behalf of the board and senior staff, just want to say thank you for your hard work, because just like you said, we are knocking on that B, and I have no doubt that we're there. Making a 5-point game is not easy, so we were one of the highest Cs in Bexar County, so very proud of all your hard work. Thank you all so much.
Maybe go that way, Kelly. There you go. Right there. Perfect. That's a good shot right there. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3.
Thank you all for coming. And those are all the recognitions, sir.
Okay. Congratulations to all. On behalf of the board, we're totally excited about you all, and we thank you all for all the hard work you all do. Anybody sign up? Okay. We can do this and then before the consent agenda vote.
Yes, we do have somebody signed up. So I'm going to go over the Southwest ISD Citizens Be Heard rules of engagement. When addressing the audience during the public forum, speakers' commentary must adhere to the following. Everyone must model courtesy and respect. Speakers shall not employ profane or threatening language, nor shall they engage in any personal attacks. The public has the right to make critical and harsh remarks. However, the expectation is that the message delivered by the speaker is done so in a constructive manner with a collaborative purpose. In accordance with Board Policy PD Local, the board shall not deliberate or respond to any subject that is not included on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. Speakers who have signed up to speak on a specific agenda item must focus their own comments on the posted agenda item. We have one person who has signed up to speak tonight for general public comments this evening. I would like to invite Ms. Castro. You have 3 minutes to make your public comment. Now, if you would like to come up.
Good evening, President Sylvester Vasquez, members of the board, Superintendent Dr. Ball, senior staff, and community. I am Nicolasa Castro. I go by Nicole, and I am the president for the Southwest TSTA Local. I am currently employed at Sun Valley Elementary as a dyslexia therapist, and I have been there at the district for 23 years and proud. I would like to introduce our officers. Alexis Zamora, she is our vice president at CREWA. Cindy Thomas, our secretary at Southwest Elementary. And then we have Jessica Aragon, who was not able to attend, and she is our treasurer. So those are our officers for this year. We are very eager to support the teachers, the staff members, and especially our students. That's what we're here for. We've had a very good working relationship with the district for many years and will continue to foster that relationship. Thank you very much for having us here.
Okay. Well, the remaining parts of the meeting will not be as exciting as the beginning was. So at this time, we'll take a quick break, and if anybody would like to leave, we're not writing names down, okay?
The rain stops.
Have a good help, so. Okay. I'd like to continue here with the consent agenda. Board members, you've had those 30 items or so before you. Anyone have any questions or any item that they'd like to have pulled?
I move.
Second. Hearing none, I have a motion and a second. All in favor for the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, now for the items of information, we'll begin with construction.
Yes, sir. We're gonna wait till September to update the board on construction with the next subcommittee. There's not a whole lot of changes that we started school. We came up to the wire on getting our certificates for some of those elementary campuses, but right now we're still in the middle of construction, so there's not a lot to report today. So we're gonna wait till September to give a full update.
Okay, thank you. Monthly tax report.
Yes, sir. We're right at 98% collection, so that's our target. So we're about 2% higher than we were last year at this time, and still we have a couple months to finish up to get to that 99 that we like to have
Looks
to finalize taxes for this last fiscal year.
good job, Scott.
All right.
Okay, financial report, investment report, anything you want to bring up? No, sir. Okay, questions, anyone? Report on gifts and bequests, enrollment report. Want to say anything about that?
We are doing good on our enrollment. Every day we continue to have more students register. So we're seeing the progress of all the new buildings and subdivisions and apartment complexes.
Sounds bueno. Review of purchases over 50,000. State assessment and accountability update.
We do have that. Curriculum and instruction is going to give a report. Everybody has a handout. Also, again, want to reiterate that there has been a lot of progress made in this. Even though it is a C, we're very close to our B and lots of progress being made. You saw many of the campuses that were recognized for their distinctions, so very proud of them. Many campuses went up a letter grade, so we'll have a report by Lisa Bolte.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, esteemed board members, Dr. Ball. So today we're going to report out on our preliminary STAR results. They're called preliminary because they have not been filtered for accountability. So we're going to be looking at those STAR results from the spring of 2025 to start. So we're looking at Bexar County comparisons, looking at the large comprehensive school districts that are in Bexar County. So we're looking at third grade math first. So you can see we have some work to do with third grade math when we look at all students tested. So we are at the 6th place there, which is a little slide that we know that we are working on very hard on that and have implemented Bluebonnet so we can have fidelity to our instructional math program. So we're working very hard on increasing that score. Our 4th grade math, you can see we are in 4th place. And our 5th grade math, you can see we're in 5th place. And we know from data that we have from other places, whenever you're out for an extended time, math is actually the piece that comes back the slowest for students that have, so we're still seeing the effects of COVID as we look at our upper grades. So in 6th grade, we're actually in 3rd place. In 7th grade, we are in 3rd place. There was a change in the requirements for middle school. Now our students that are in the top tier as 5th graders are now being placed in advanced math. So our top tier 7th graders are now not taking 7th grade math. So that is reflected in these lower numbers at 7th grade. Those top tier 7th graders are now taking 8th grade math. You can see we are in 4th place for 8th grade math. And then our top 8th graders are included in our Algebra 1 scores, which we'll see in a minute. Moving on to 3rd grade reading, you can see we're in 4th place overall. 4th grade reading, we're in 4th place. 5th grade reading, we're in 3rd place. Sixth grade reading, we're in third place. Seventh grade reading, still in third place, right behind Northside and Northeast. Eighth grade reading, little dip there. We are in fifth place for eighth grade reading. And then as we move to science, remember we have invested a lot of work into our science program. In fifth grade, we are now in fourth place. And in eighth grade science, we are actually in seventh place. So we're still working hard with fidelity to that program and improving the performance for our eighth graders in science. Moving on to eighth grade social studies, you can see we're in sixth place for eighth grade social studies. Looking at just our first-time testers who took the end-of-course test, you can see Algebra 1, we are toward the bottom. A lot of work there to be done. Our biology, we're in seventh place. Lots of work there to be done. We've invested a lot of different materials in our science program at the high school level also to help bring those scores up. Our English 1, we are in fourth place. Our English 2, we are in third place. And our U.S. history, we are in fifth place. So let's talk about ratings, because those scores all were taken by the state, filtered, and statistically different kind of calculations run, and we're going to talk about our overalls compared to those other districts. Just a reminder, there is a significant changes since the last time we had scores, overall rating scores A through F to report out, because in 2023 we had the big refresh and it changed how the district letter grade is calculated. It's no longer calculated with the same kind of formula as high schools are. It's now each campus contributes a percentage to the scores. There was a huge change in how our CCMR scores were calculated, and significant changes in the domain 3 closing the gaps, which is 30% of the overall. And then in 2024, we had more changes, because we had significant changes to the tests, where we changed to STAR 2.0 type questions. We incorporated writing into the reading tests, and the science and social studies also had constructed response items. So significant changes. And we've had the lawsuit, and we have just received our 2023 overall ratings in April, and 24 and 25 were just released last week. So as you can see, we have all the official ratings that have been released since April. And for 2025, we are at 77 for our overall score, right below Northeast and Southside, who are only 1 and 2 points respectively different from us. So we are right there. There are no B or A districts among the large comprehensive districts in Bexar County. So hopefully we will be the very first to have B. That is the goal for this next year. So is there any questions?
Thank you, Lisa, for always presenting it in a nice, easy format and getting it to me right away. So appreciate all your hard work.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Online auction results, Thomas?
Briefly, so the district had our online auction that was governed through Lemons Online Pros auctioneering that we've been using the past 16 years since I've been here. So the auction ran from July 15th to July 24th, 2025. We grossed the district $50,568, which we actually received the check today. The net total was $40,454.40. The auction consisted of 157 lots of just surplus items. There were 3 buses in it, and the majority of it was surplus computer equipment that was no longer usable for the district. So, just so we know, it's $40,454.40.
Thank you. Budget and tax rate update.
Scott also has some information with a little presentation that he'd like to share with us. Brief, thank you, Scott.
Well, good evening, board members, Dr. Ball, senior staff. Tonight, we are 1 week away from approving our budget for the 25-26 school year. Seemed like this one has been going on forever with all the changes, but we're in the home stretch, so it's very exciting. So here we go. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about kind of how we got to the budget. The budgets that we are presenting to you all will be the ones we are presenting next week. And then we'll also do a little tax talk and then kind of figure out what the next steps are. So here we go. Budget assumptions. We've seen these since March. This is what we use to create the budget. So they're pretty similar to last presentation. So, all right. So you also notice that I did scale down the slides a little bit. You guys have an extra slide in your packet, so disregard that second slide. So I wanted to speed things up. So anyway, so here we are on the projected revenue slide. We have a projected revenue of $181.4 million. So majority of that increase comes in the foundation entitlements that are used for us to flow through to the teacher raises and the other raises that were created this past legislative session. So that's where most of our increased revenue will be coming from. And with that revenue, this is how we will spend it. This is our projected labor. We are looking at about an estimated payroll about $147 million. This includes all the raises that you guys approved last time. This includes the health insurance addition. It also includes a couple of other positions that are not in the budget that we were able to add at the last minute there. And that's it. So as we look together, this is our entire budget for the 25-26 school year. We're looking at, again, $181 million in revenue, $184 million in expenses, with about a $3.4 million deficit. So that is what we're looking at. It's way different scenario than last year's budget that we presented at this time. So we are in a much better place. Any questions on this one so far?
I think just a comment, I'd like to thank the team because to get it down this much, it took huge efforts. And I think that it was a combination of lots of senior staff members, principals, departments working together. So board support to make these changes so we're not there yet, but I feel confident that we will be getting there. So in the future, we can bring a balanced budget.
And also on a side note, the federal funds that we talked about last month have been approved but not allocated yet. So we think we're going to receive them. So they're not going to be part of this budget. So I know last month we talked about that. So we're in a good shape there. So, all right. So that with the fund balance, that puts us at about a $54.5 million estimated fund balance at the remaining of the 25-26 school year. So we are in about the same shape we're in right now. So we'll spend a little bit of our fund balance projected. So we should be in good shape. We still meet our criteria of 3 months. So
What is 3 months?
3 months is, let's see, 36 million, something like that.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to the child nutrition budget. We have a little bit higher budget than normal. They're looking at a $19 million budget this year we've got increased CACFP supper program, as well as some marketing that they're going to purchase and some additional equipment. So that's the budget we'll bring to you next week. Now we have any questions on the child nutrition budget, by the way? Moving on to the debt service budget. This one is a budget that a little bit was kind of controversial with the legislative year because they were talking about allowing districts to do the fees in. So if you're earning too much revenue and whatnot, so we went back. Brandon and I went back. We looked at the numbers, and we feel very confident to come back and recommend the same tax rate that we had last year. And that will generate $33 million, which will definitely cover our INS collection and allow us to do other fees that we'll talk about later on tonight. So any questions on that one?
So tonight we're going to bring the next item to the payments, about $4.5 million. What that's going to help us do is, we always continue to try to buy down debt. That'll give us some space when we purchase that next $50 million that we have out there. And we'll continue to work towards later on in the future setting up the next bond. So the more and more we can pay off debt. So we are asking the board to keep our net tax rate the same. We'll get a little bit of excess collections, but use that to actually pay down more debt.
And with that, our tax rate will be the same as it is this year. It'll be $1.1598, and that was advertised in the newspaper last week. So met all of our criteria from that standpoint. So that is what we're looking at recommending next week. All right. Any questions?
Tax rate. This tax rate will also be taking the place that they're going to be moving the homestead to 140,000. So we're pretty positive. We're already calculating that that's going to move when they go to court in November. So our voters should see a reduction in their taxes based on if they kind of claim the homestead already. So they're going to additional 40,000.
They're raising our values by 40,000.
The values, they're taking the value away. That's how. Oh yeah. In case you put a full.
All right, so upcoming events next week, like I said, we have the public hearing for the budget and tax rate, and then we'll have our regular board meeting where you all will approve it, hopefully, and adopt the tax rate. And then September 1st, we start all over again with the new fiscal year. So there you go. Any questions? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Okay, admin. 7A, consider the approval of the communities and schools of San Antonio for CASTEM High School for the 25-26 school year.
Ms. Barces?
Who's got this?
Just want to make sure this was on. So you have seen our communities and schools contract before. So this is an addition to it. As you know, this year with CASTEM reaching about right under 250 students, we made a decision to not have a full-time social worker there. But we know that social work and mental health and social services are important to all campuses and all students. So we wanted to ensure that they had a quality service there. We have a great partnership with communities and schools. So they were able to provide us a social worker to come out to the campus and work with them like they do at both of our 2 comprehensive high schools and our 4 middle schools. So this would be in addition to that contract that was already signed previously, and that would be for $41,000, $41,375.10 this year to make sure that CASTEM also receive the social services that the students need for this year.
Where is that money?
So
Comes from comp ed, so SE funds.
And so typically they would use that for a social work pay. And so it's a little bit less than what a full-time social worker would be. But so they were able to afford this in their budget.
Any other questions? Second. We have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Consider approval of revised 25-26 CASTEM high school calendar.
Ms. Barces also has this one.
CASTEM is very popular with me this year. So for CASTEM, as we were going through policies and laws and any type of changes that happen with legislature, we noticed that the CASTEM calendar ended on March 14th. And there is a Texas Education Code that says that schools, public schools, unless they're DOI, cannot end before, I'm sorry, not March, May 14th. Sorry, guys. CASTEM students, it's May. So we wanted to extend the 1 extra day to May 15th to ensure that we follow all Texas Education Code guidelines. Start getting out of school on May 15th. And remember, we started so much earlier. We actually end for the regular comprehensive the week after.
Any other questions?
Oh, I'm sorry, I moved.
Second.
There's a motion second that we approve the revised 2025-2026 CASTEM high school calendar. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, business and finance.
Mr. Mr. Chris has a lot of items today.
Yeah, so I'm delegating tonight. Thomas, that's a few of them.
So the first item, or item A, is consider approval of amendment number 3 for the new central office project. So with this, amendment 3 is when we originally demoed all of the area for central office to go in. One of the things that went down was the old Quonset hut, which was our ground crew shop. So this amendment, we've been working with the county, trying to make sure that we get the permitting and the floodplain stuff squared away. So KenCon Constructors and RVK and the district staff worked together to put together the package to bring back a new metal building that would serve as our grounds crew shop, so we can store all of our equipment, tractors, trucks, and everything that we have there that we used to have. KenCon bid this out to the subs that they're on the job. So as a change to, like a change order, amendment 3 to the central office, new central office project, KenCon came back with a number of $2,575,000, and that would be funded through the 2023 bond funds. So district staff is looking for the board to approve amendment number 3 to the new central office project for that amount, not to exceed that amount of $2,575,000. And that building is not going to go in the same location it was before. If you know where the old bus drop-off is for this Building 800 campus, where there used to be portables for boot camp, the building's going to go right there, kind of butted up against the building that we're in currently. It's going to help out with not having so much walking and traveling for the guys, but we were also able to utilize the restrooms that were already there from when we renovated Building 800. So
This would be for your facility maintenance guys, right, Tom?
yes,
For
sir.
your guys?
Yeah, the old hangar looking building.
Yeah. I move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second that we approve amendment number 3 for the new central office project not to exceed the amount of $2.575 million and allow district staff to negotiate terms and conditions on the amendment. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion, all opposed, same side. Motion passes. Okay, B.
Yes, sir. So for, this is the consider approval change order number 1 for the furniture purchase on the new central office and professional development building. May 20th, 2025, the board approved Texas Wilson in an amount for all of the new furniture. We're going everything all new in there. During that process, there were some questions about the furniture that was in the lobby of the building A, which is the boardroom lobby area. And so there were some changes made, and in that change, going to that furniture and changing one other thing inside some of the overall furniture inside the building, it came up to a difference of $20,158.74. So district staff worked with Texas Wilson. That's the price that came back, and we're looking to recommend that the board approve change order number 1 to the furniture project, giving Texas Wilson not to exceed amount of $20,158.74 for a total contract amount of $1,107,502.74.
Questions, anyone?
I move. Second.
We have a motion and a second that we approve change order number 1 for the change in furniture Texas Wilson at the amount not to exceed $20,158.74 for the total contract amount of $1,107,502.74. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you. Item C.
Yes, sir. RFP 2425-129 is the service and maintenance contract for our rooftop HVAC systems. That is a contract that comes up every 5 years.
Thomas, are you on C or D?
I'm sorry, C.
Yeah, chiller boiler.
Chiller boiler.
Yeah, C. It's all right. You're on 130. We need to go
I
on.
jumped the That's okay. So, I'm sorry, RFP 2425-130 is the maintenance of the chiller boiler HVAC systems contract. Again, this is a 5-year or it's a 3-year contract with 2 1-year extensions. So our contract for this, the current one, is up on August 31st of 2025. So, and we accepted proposals from companies on July 29th, 2025. That would be for a contract period from September 1 through August 31st, 2028, with the 2 additional 1-year options if both sides agree to it. The scope of this work includes the annual cleaning inspections and preventative maintenance program for all the chillers, fan coil units, package units, furnaces, pumps, and boilers throughout the district. The proposal was evaluated based on the published selection criteria, and Comfort Air Engineering Incorporated was selected as the best value for the district. So the district's staff is recommending that the board approve the chiller boiler HVAC systems contract to Comfort Air Engineering Incorporated for the total amount of $47,500 per year.
That's for the whole.
It's $47,500 per year, but it'll end up turning, it's a 3-year contract and then potentially 2 additional ones after that. But they're locked into that annual number. There are things that they may do outside of this contract with, like if something, like if we were to need a new chiller, like at McNair Middle School, this would be the contractor we would go to. They would quote that outside of this normal service contract, but they would be the ones we use for that.
It was just the way that bottom line read, like each year extension was going to be 47.5.
Yes, sir. Every year it'd be for the contract.
Not an
every year will be-
additional, but it was 47,000.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'll move.
Your motion is second that we approve the maintenance contract for the chiller boiler HVAC systems from September 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2028, with an option of 2 additional 1-year extensions for $47,500 per year to Comfort Air Engineering. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Now we can go to the rooftop.
Yes, sir. So this is RFP 2425-129. This is the maintenance rooftop HVAC systems. We bid it out on the same time. We try and keep these 2 contracts together on the same period and same cycle. So we bid again, accepted proposals on July 29th, 2025. There were 3 bidders. It's the same contract period of September 1 to August 31 of 2028. Scope includes general annual cleaning and inspections as part of the preventative maintenance program for all of our RTUs, furnaces, burners, compressors, condensers, fans, motors, bearings, evaporator cools, and filter changes throughout the district. Proposals were evaluated based on the published selection criteria, and Airstream General Construction Company Incorporated was selected as the best value for the district. So the district staff is recommending the board approve the maintenance contract for the RTU HVAC systems contract to Airstream General Construction Company for the amount of $552,000 per year. It will also be a 3-year contract with 2 1-year extensions if both parties work together.
Questions, anyone?
I'll move.
The motion is second. We award maintenance contract for the rooftop HVAC systems from September 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2028, with the option of 2 additional 1-year extensions for $552,000 per year to Airstream General Construction Company Incorporated. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, consideration and possible approval of resolution authorizing the defiance of certain portions of the district's currently outstanding obligations and other matters related thereof.
Yes, sir. We are recommending to the board and asking for approval of what was presented earlier, that we defease some excessive debt collections on the INS side for $4.5 million. Tonight, this resolution will give us, basically, you'll give us the order, me and Dr. Ball and Scott, to work with Samco, and Mr. McClaney's here. You didn't see him, the young McClaney. We will work together to determine when it gets about February 20th, after we collect INS tax collections, how much we actually could defease. And so we recommend to the board to approve the resolution to defease the bonds in February.
I move.
Second. Any questions, anyone? The district will pay $4,500,000 or more if additional funds are available in defiance towards the refunding bond series 2016. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay. Consider approval of 2025 certified and supplemental appraisal roll.
Yes, sir. So on July 25th, actually a little bit before July 25th, Brick County Appraisal District sent out our certified values. The first value they sent out was for the 100,000 homestead, and they sent out a supplemental, which was the 140,000 homestead. So we're asking the board to approve both certified values. As far as tax collections and budget, we're using the 140,000 as our estimate. And so that estimate is $6.8 billion will be our value. Over the last 2 years, our values have gone down because of the homestead. And this year, it's about 2% decrease. But part of the requirement is that we seek board approval for the certified values.
Questions, anyone?
Second.
There a motion and second to approve and to accept the certified and supplemental appraisal roll for tax year 2025 for the Southwest Independent School District as recommended. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Consider approval of amendments to the 2025-2026 compensation plan.
Yes, sir. As we know, we brought a compensation plan. In that plan was a stipend list that was approved by y'all over this. As we continue to get closer to the school year, we had some scenarios that we needed to add some stipends. Example would be the health service stipend because we have somebody that's out on leave, so we're gonna have somebody step in. The health science lead was $5,000 annually. That was actually not intentionally left off, but it was. So we wanted to add that back on. We're also creating 2 assistant principal and residents that we discussed previously with the board. And so we were putting them back on the pay scale. It says 4B, but they actually should be on pay scale 2A for the assistant principal in residence. So these will be assistant principals that we'll use based on anytime we have an assistant principal out or a principal out or potential openings here in the future. And then the rest of these are all grant funded stipends that we need to approve by y'all, that these are grants that we have received from different donors. And so we're asking the board to approve the amendments to the stipends and the assistant principal and resident positions.
We already have it. One of them we do.
Okay.
One of them we do. We currently have an assistant principal out at the high school with 2 broken wrists.
Any other questions?
I move.
Second.
We have a motion and second. The board approved the amendments to the 2025-2026 compensation plan. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Consider approval of the date for public hearing to discuss the 2025-2026 proposed budget and 2025 tax rate.
Yes, sir. We're recommending to the board that we use next Tuesday, August 26th at 5:30 to have our public hearing to propose the budget and tax rate. And then immediately after that, have our regular board meeting, special board meeting to approve the budget and tax rate.
Questions, anyone? Can everybody attend?
James won't be here.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Motion is second that we approve August 26, 2025 at 5:30 PM as a date of the public hearing to discuss the budget and tax rate. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Consider approval of resolution adopting investment policy strategy and broker-dealer list.
Yes, sir. Every year the district's required to review our investment policies. So me and Scott, we look over our policies, see if there's needs to be any changes, any legislation that's coming up. And then we also have to look at our strategies to make sure that our strategies meet the law. And then we have a broker-dealer list that we use when we go out and we invest our funds. And so there's no really changes to any of our policies, strategies, or lists at this time, but it is required for us to get seek your approval so we can move forward investing in the next school year.
I move.
We have a motion and a second that we approve a resolution adopting investment policy and investment strategy and broker-dealer list. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay, consider approval of property, casualty, and liability insurance for the 25-26 school year.
Yes, sir. We are recommending to approve the property casualty and liability insurance for next school year. We use Frost as our agent to go out and bid out all these items for us. We actually had some really good bids come in. We were able to even increase some of our deductibles on the property. And so we have if you look there, you can see our expiring premium is $2 million and our renewal premium is $1.7 million. So we have almost a $250,000 savings. The automobile did go up, but I know that you know this, that we've been buying a lot of new buses. And so they're insuring those were a little bit more premium. We've had a couple incidents last year and some bus accidents that drove that. But for everything else, we had good rates. And so we're seeing about $180,000 savings in this year's insurance, which also helps us as we continue to look for ways to save.
Questions, anyone?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. The board approve the purchase of property, casualty, and liability insurance through Frost Insurance for a cost of $2,447,850 for 2025-2026 fiscal year. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Real quick,
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Are we sending out those notices for the students?
Yes.
Okay.
We've been putting
How
up-
are those going out?
They're going, we blasted them all over social media. We put them on, like even for the sports, we put them on those. And then we send them all to the campuses. And so
And what we
You
also,
sent the paper envelope you can send back?
I had to check on that.
It's all digital.
right now, I think it's all digital because I don't even think that group does paper
Right.
anymore.
So could we maybe, every kid's taking a folder home?
Yeah. Create a
So
flyer.
Yeah, could
Okay.
we just say flyer, see our website or see this
Gotcha.
website so that they know that they have the option for insurance?
We'll do. We'll work on it.
and just to show the board, we added this. So in order to click onto our website, you do have to see this first.
Awesome.
So this was something new that we did this year, so, and then you can click on there and get more information. But you can't get past our website.
Yeah,
Until
we
you see
just make sure the parents go to the web. Like, just some kind of thing we can say, yes, every parent got this.
Yeah, I know the
We can
sports-
definitely create a flyer and send it.
Okay,
The sports sites and Coach Henson and all that.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
the sports
that, so-
department's done it.
well, I know,
Yeah,
but,
I know this.
I'm just saying, it
Okay.
is getting out there.
okay, okay.
Thank you. Okay, item K, consider approval of Southwest ISD Child Nutrition Charge Policy.
Yep. We're going to have Winston. He's going to just kind of go over this real briefly.
Yes, the Texas Department of Agriculture is requiring us to have a child nutrition charge policy. It has to be distributed to all the households at the beginning of the school year and as students enroll at Southwest ISD. Ours is pretty simple because we're CUP, so all the students are allowed to get a free breakfast and lunch. So the only requirement really we have is the students, they want to buy something a la carte, then they must have funds on their account or pay cash, and the same goes for adults also.
So we're recommending the charge policy that Winston just presented. That kids eat for free. They do a la carte. They have to have money for that, and adults can't charge. It's the rules.
Second.
We have a motion and a second that we approve the Southwest ISD Child Nutrition Charge Policy as presented. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay, consider approval of E-rate RFP 2425-128 cybersecurity pilot program.
Good evening, everyone. We were very fortunate to be selected for a cybersecurity pilot through USAC and the E-rate program. It's kind of a two-step process. The first is being selected to be able to get bids on it. In the U.S., there was only 707 schools or libraries that got selected, 71 in Texas. In our region, there are 4 ISDs and 2 charter schools, and we're lucky enough to be one of those. So the second part of that is actually going through the E-rate bidding process, go out and get bids, which we did. And so through that process, we are recommending to approve Intech Southwest and their ClearPass platform to add as a security letter for our system. And we're just asking for your approval.
I move.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. The board approved the Intech Southwest as the awarded vendor for RFP 2425-128. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Okay, that's business and finance. Now let's do curriculum and instruction. Consider approval of purchase of 95 phonics.
Yes, we brought to the board last spring, 95% phonics, and we were able to implement it this spring in K through 5th grade, so we're asking for the board to approve the renewal of the phonics subscription, and then also for us to be able to purchase.
Got stuck.
25-26.
I move.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, that we purchase 95 phonics student consumables and renewal of online subscription for the 2025-2026 school year as a supplemental resources not exceeding $125,000. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay, special programs. Consider approval of purchase of IXL license.
Yes, so tonight we're requesting the purchase of student licenses for reading and math for IXL. This is going to support all of the elementary campuses for intervention through K through 5, and then our required house bill hours in 3rd through 5th grade. This is going to replace the Imagine MyPath for elementary. It's actually going to be a cost savings this year of about $10,000. The LASSO grant is going to pay for the bulk of it this year with campus title funds that have already been budgeted, supplying the remainder of it. And so tonight what we're recommending is the board approve the purchase of IXL student licenses at the cost of $114,375.
I move.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, that we approve the purchase of IXL student licenses at the cost of $114,375. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Consider approval of stipends for MS class.
Yes, Southwest ISD was awarded the MS Class grant through a lottery process. The goal of this grant is really to address learning opportunities for emergent bilingual students. It's going to focus a lot on the increasing teacher retention, improving the academic outcomes for emergent bilingual students. Bless you. Thank you. All 4 of our middle school campuses are going to be participating, and what the grant is going to be funding is the stipends for the collaborative learning leaders and the teacher mentors. So there's no cost to the district. So what we're recommending tonight is that the board approve the stipend amount of $1,250 for the mentors, $150 for those that are participating in the actual grant and research study.
I move.
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second, the board approve the stipend amounts of $1,250, $1,250, and $150 for participants in the MS class grant and research study. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, consider approval to award contract RFP 2425-131 for speech therapy.
Yeah, We are currently seeking to retain services for speech therapy services. We requested proposals. We did get a number of proposals that came in. They were all evaluated, looking at the qualifiers and establishing the criteria that we utilize. The additional cost to the district would not exceed $500,000. We are also asking that the district, the board approve being able to add vendors monthly through May 31st, 2030. And that's really just because a lot of the vendors may not necessarily have what we're looking for at that particular time, so we'll continue to seek additional proposals. So tonight, the district is recommending the board award Dayspring Services LLC, National Recruiting Consultants, Soliant Health, Firefly Professional Service Providers LLC, Lucky Duck Therapy LLC, Specialized Assessment and Consulting, the Therapy Team LLC, Thriving Learning Team LLC, and TechStar Speech Language Service Operations for the RFP 2425-131 Speech Therapy Services.
Let's say that again.
My move.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion that the board award Dayspring Services, National Recruiting Consultants, Soliant Health, Firefly Professional Service Providers, LLC, Lucky Duck Therapy, LLC, Specialized Assessment and Consulting, the Therapy Team, LLC, Thrive Learning Team, LLC, and Texas Star Speech Language Service Corporation, the contract for the RFP 2425-131 Speech Therapy Services. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay, occupational therapy services.
Also, again, we're currently seeking to retain services for occupational therapy services. We did receive a couple of proposals for that particular RFP. Again, we evaluated based on the qualifiers that we utilized to evaluate them. The additional cost of the services will not exceed $200,000. And the district staff is recommending that the board approve National Recruiting Consultants and Soliant Health for this particular RFP 2425-132.
I move.
I second.
We have a motion and a second that we award National Recruiting Consultants and Soliant Health the contract for RFP 2425-132 occupational therapy services. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Consider approval to award contract RFP 2425-133 Special Ed Evaluation Services.
Again, this is to retain services for our special education evaluations. We did receive several proposals in this particular RFP. We evaluated them, all of the individuals that did submit in a timely manner. We will be looking to not exceed the $200,000 after the 24-25 school year. The district staff was recommending that the board award National Recruiting Consultants, Soliant Health, Specialized Assessment Consulting, and Thriving Learning Services LLC for the RFP 2425-130.
Questions, anyone?
A second.
We have a motion, a second, that we award National Recruiting Consultants, Soliant Health, and Specialized Assessment and Consultant, and Thrive Learning Services LLC, the contract for RFP 2425-133 Special Ed Evaluation Services. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Approval of award contract RFP 2425-134 Physical Therapy Services.
For the physical therapy services, we received a number of proposals in this particular RFP. All of them were evaluated based on our qualifications. We do not anticipate exceeding the $200,000 for the 24-25 school year for this particular RFP. The district staff is recommending the board to award National Recruiting Consultants, Soliant Health, and Specialized Assessment, and Consulting for the RFP 2425-134.
Questions, anyone?
No move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second that we award National Recruiting Consultants, Alliant Health, and Specialized Assessment and Consulting the contract for RFP 2425-134 Physical Therapy Services. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. 2425-135 Special Ed Teaching Services.
So this is a new one for us. I've actually never done this before. However, because we still continue to have openings, we have sought proposals for a lot of the same companies to be able to provide teachers for us on a contracted basis until we're able to find additional staff. We did receive a couple of proposals. And so at this point, the additional cost of services at this point, we would be looking at not to exceed $200,000. And the district staff is recommending that the board award National Recruiting Consultants and Alliant Health for RFP 2425-.
I move.
Second.
Motion is second that the board award National Recruiting Consultants and Alliant Health the contract for RFP 2425-135 Special Education Teaching Services. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, consider approval of empowering early childhood special education educators to improve student outcomes, grant one-time reimbursement.
Yes, so the district was awarded a grant that really what it's focusing on is being able to have duly certified individuals in the pre-K area. This is one particular area where a teacher that is certified in both general ed and special ed can serve in both capacities for the IEP services. And so with this particular grant, we were able to train and then help individuals go through the process of becoming certified in both areas. The grant itself will cover the cost and the amount of the certification test and the certification fee. There's no cost to the district, and the district is recommending that the board approve the one-time stipend to eligible pre-kinder educators who have obtained special ed certification.
I move.
I'll second.
We have a motion and second that the board approve the one-time stipend to eligible pre-kindergarten educators who have obtained the special education certification. Questions, anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. Okay,
So my one more thing is this Friday night, we have a scrimmage. So just want to let you know that Southwest Legacy and Somerset football will play this Friday at Legacy Stadium at 7. Also on Friday, both of our high schools water polo teams, the boys and the girls, will be having games at 9 a.m. And just a reminder that next Tuesday, we do have a special board meeting, but it will start at 5:30, and we'll have a special board meeting.
At 5:30.
at 5:30.
That's on the 26th? No, the 20th?
The 26th.
On Friday?
Oh, wait, which one are you talking about? This?
The public hearing?
Next
Or
Tuesday.
what?
Next
The
Tuesday.
26th,
At 5:30.
on Tuesday.
Special meeting.
Okay, does anyone else have anything they'd like to say before we go into closed session?
No, sir.
Okay. As permitted by sections 551.001-551.146 of the Texas Government Code and pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074, we will now go into closed session at 7:14. This meeting comes back to session at 8:04. We'll go to item 12. Take appropriate action from items discussed in closed session.
I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation on personnel.
A second.
Motion second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Other business.
We have a vitamin shot on Friday from 2 to 5. That's all I have.
Anyone have anything? Board members? Hearing none. This meeting is adjourned at 8:05.